It's my turn again.
Yeah.
Second question.
Do you want to see me again?
See me again?
What kind of question is that? Will we see each other again? She knew the answer to that one. As for whether I'd want to, it seems obvious to me. I guess I do want to see her again. So, my answer is...
Okay, I'm done asking. What a surprise. I can't see through you. Hardly. For me, the truth, or lack thereof, is not what matters in this game. Well, it's your turn to ask a question. Come see me when you're ready. This is your last question. Surprise me.
I don't know if Kafka was telling the truth in the previous question, but one thing's certain. For this question, she'll have to answer according to the rules. Should I venture into a whole new topic? Kafka wants me to surprise her. Let's try this on for size.
Correct. Very clever. But was it worth sacrificing a question to determine whether the last answer was true or false? Tough to say.
Stellaron hunters. The General was merciful enough to let you live, but you haven't shown the slightest bit of gratitude. Why are you here?
Because he was struck by my spirit whisper. My powers of suggestion are capable of convincing people to accept my orders, all without a second thought. Defeat this little boy and your mission is over.
Witch! Great.
Hit! Land! Forward!
Try that again! You can't run! You! You can't run! You're all in on it!
Not a scratch.
That's better. Watch this awesome move!
Yeah. This one's going to be a tough one because
Who's next?
it's going to take
Disappear
ages
among the sea of
to chip away at
butterflies.
his
Illusions of the
health.
past. Punish evil. I'm okay. Try that again.
Not a scratch.
You can't run.
Land! Forward!
Try that again.
gonna be a long battle, this one, isn't it?
Watch this awesome move!
Not a scratch.
Can't run!
You're all in on it.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Nap time.
The option is defeating.
Hit.
Punish evil.
Try that again.
But
You can't run.
what if I don't defeat him?
Forward.
I'm okay.
Let him defeat me.
Watch this awesome move.
Will that mess with Casper's plan?
Nap time.
God knows.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
It does raise a
Illusions
good
of the
concern
past.
and question,
Cut
doesn't
through
it?
the rents. Try that again.
But have I got to defeat him no matter what?
You can't run. Try that again. You're annoying. That's better.
Land. Forward.
Here. Watch this awesome move. You can't run. Try that again.
You're all in on it.
You're annoying.
Who's next? Punish evil. Out of moves.
Hit.
You can't run. Try that again. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Watch this awesome move.
Land. Forward.
This is really the issue though, doesn't it? Not.
You can't run. Try that again. Just a little something. Ain't nothing.
Cut through the rents.
That's better. You can't run.
Who's next?
Try that again.
I'm just warming up.
Nap time.
You're all in on it.
I'm okay.
Land. Forward.
Here. Watch this awesome move.
Hit.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Punish evil.
You can't run. Nap time.
Land. Forward.
Cut through the rents.
I'm okay. Just a little something. Ain't nothing. Here. Watch this awesome move. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hit.
You can't run.
Sword, heed me.
Now.
Land. Forward.
You're all in on it.
I'm okay. You can't run.
Not a
Try
scratch.
that again.
Punish evil. I'm just warming up.
Nap time. You can't run!
Cut through the ranks!
I'm okay. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? You can't run! Try that again. You're annoying.
You're all in on it!
Watch this awesome move.
Not a scratch.
Land! Forward!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hit!
That's better. Here!
Punish evil!
You can't run! Try that again.
I failed!
Ugh. Well, I have defeated him, so that was a bit fun.
If it weren't for you, that kid would have had me and Blade in the shackling prison in no time. Of course, Sam and Silverwolf would have broken us out, but Blady would have been gravely injured, and our relationship with the Xianzhou would have been damaged beyond repair. If possible, I'd like to avoid that kind of future at all costs.
Can I leave now?
Yes, the Mara in you is temporarily suppressed. So long as you avoid overstimulation and familiar faces, you shouldn't have a problem. Wait, you're not leaving?
I am sorry, Kafka. There is a person to whom I am greatly indebted. I must see them.
Then it's in your hands. Elio didn't say anything about what happens next. Thank you for coming to my aid. I appreciate it. Our paths will cross again.
I remember you. You once followed Kafka, didn't you? There was a time when she was on a mission. You were next to her. I remember. I've yet to see anyone follow her for as long as you did, and live to tell the tale. Every Stellaron hunter has a deal with Elio. I do not know the nature of those deals, but I do know that Kafka and I agreed to take orders from Elio. She must have sought something extraordinary. Everything she does comes at a great cost. She will have done many things to keep you alive until now, young one.
So, free will. Well, let's see what the next one entails. There's about a couple more to do with these. Like, damn! Ah. Oh.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikwe sent us a side crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible. we found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby. There. That must be who Miss Shikue asked us to save. We need to hurry. Those abominations have trapped her. Be careful.
Lance at the ready.
Now, told you. Try that again. You can't run. Watch this awesome move.
Hit. Lance! Forward!
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Oh, the fucking eggs.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Nap time. Turn it up. Who's next?
Lance! Forward!
Keep up. You can fight it or rock with it.
She's quite a formidable character, isn't she?
The best is yet to come.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hit.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Turn it up.
Lance! Forward!
Nap time.
Keep up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni is in trouble.
Don't worry, Miss Ching-Ni. We've been in worse danger.
What a head.
Hit!
Turn it up!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Nap time.
Keep up!
Lance! Forward!
Oh. Sorry.
Turn it up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Ching-Ni. We're not abandoning you.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Cindy. We're coming to get you! Keep up!
Who's next?
Lance! Forward!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Nap time.
Turn it up! You can fight it, or rock with it! Let's rock!
Nap time.
Keep up!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hit! Lance! Forward!
Who's next?
That's it?
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Nap time.
Turn it up! You can fight it, or rock with it!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Keep up!
I didn't know the Hellmaster of the Skyfaring Commission dealt with situations like this in person.
Indeed. I should be reviewing files in the Palace of Astrum. However, Qing Ni decided to put herself in danger and trouble our esteemed guests with her safety. As her mother, I couldn't sit idly by. Qing Ni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Chingni. It was nothing.
The only question I've got right now is why is your mother dressing like that, but you're dressed like that?
You flatter me. This is a Skyfaring Commission affair, yet the two of you had to put yourselves in harm's way. I am ashamed. It was because of both of you that Qing Ni escaped unscathed. Words cannot express my gratitude. In fact, by way of thanks, I'd like to invite you to the Palace of Astrum for tea. It is about time we knew each other better.
The feeling is mutual, Lady Yukong. We would be honored.
Then, for now, I will excuse myself. Qing Ni's irresponsible actions caused much trouble for the two of you. Allow me to apologize once again on her behalf.
You always do this, Mother. Scold me before figuring out what actually happened. It was a dire situation. I was the only one who could...
You promised me, Qing Ni. We shall discuss this when we return. Please excuse us, benefactors. I look forward to our meeting.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. You have a unique way of putting things. But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's leaders, no matter how long those lives may have been. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to the surface in the presence of her daughter. Only then was it clear that she, too, is somebody's mother. Yes. After all, I know what it's like to worry over a kid's homework and whether their lunch is healthy enough. But there's something I don't understand. Yes, Qing Ni piloted a star skiff without permission and put herself in danger, but she meant well. Nevertheless, Yukong's reaction suggests that there was something more. Anyway, let's head over to the Palace of Astrum. Best not to keep Yukong waiting. No, but we've been invited. We certainly don't want to be late. All right, let's head out before it gets late.
There's inspiration in every glance and every breeze.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's my life! You know I have the talent to make it. I could become the Lawfu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? What about being trapped by abominations? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit me. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit if I hadn't given my permission behind the scenes? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? Don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly anymore, but don't trap me down here with you.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for allowing my own personal matters to encroach on your time.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong. But if there's anything we can help with, please don't hesitate to ask.
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but the situation she gets herself into sent a shiver up my tail. It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the abundance axis to a living planet. I thought I'd forgotten what fear was. But when I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I'm sorry. Talking about such vexing matters is unbecoming in front of guests. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had traversed the Starry Sea, but I wasn't prepared for how much I could learn from you.
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a top-tier pilot, Madam Yukong, and an ace among the Cloud Knights. Now that I've seen you in action, I know the rumors were true. I hope to witness your flying ability for myself one day. We'll head off now. The Commission must be busy. I look forward to our next meeting, Madam Yukong.
On my flying ability, I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint you, Mr. Yang. The sky no longer suits me.
So look, I actually, you never get much chance to actually see these. So, if you actually look, the tail, it literally starts where the tailbone is, so we'll use this character as an example. So, her hair's in the way, so do we have another one? Short hair? No. That one, there we go. See where, just where that teddy bear's head is? That's literally where the tail starts on here, so it's pretty much just around above the hip bone. It's like, okay. Interesting. The actual characters themselves actually look really, really cool. Because on the grounds of when people do cosplay for these and that lot, it'd be amazing to see.
Thank you for saving me, benefactors. And I'm sorry you had to witness all that. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. I mean, I'm happy I finally found someone who can understand me. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams. Mom still insists on sheltering me under her wing, as if I can't even stay alive without her.
Miss Qingni, these are family matters. I'm not sure it's my place to comment. However, in my personal experience, becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, one must be patient and persistent, like water. What I mean to say is, instead of trying to prove yourself suddenly, perhaps you could demonstrate your ability to look after yourself methodically, over time. Don't you think, Miss Qingni?
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my Starskiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships, forced me to study for ages. I did everything I could to work my way into the Skyfaring Commission, but she used her authority to assign me a desk job. Every time I walk along Star Watcher Avenue and look up at those ships flying freely across the sky, I feel empty inside. Speaking of empty inside, so how were Mom's refreshments? Good? I've been so angry today I forgot to eat anything. How about this? My mom thanked you guys with refreshments, so I should do the same. Let me take you around Starskiff Haven. We can try the most authentic snack on the Lafu. We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the CNJ Lafu is it's a drink, and it's inside this vending machine. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't have the money for anything fancy. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try. A nostalgic experience.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're from?
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable? Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down a mung bean soda like that. But I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Just like flying. Well, don't force yourself. Let's go somewhere else. Ooh, I know a really great place in Starskiff Haven to Starskiff watch.
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experiences are often a product of risky choices.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. Pilots are always dancing with death. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job. But I still want to fly among the stars. To fight for the Xianzhou Alliance across the vast galaxy.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea, Miss Jingmi?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. And if they reach for a toy star skiff, that's right. Mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barissan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. She also holds the Skyfaring Commission records for speed and enemy vessels destroyed. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for as long as I can remember.
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the third Denizens of Abundance War. She doesn't even bring up her military achievements. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff, and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only did I survive the flight, my landing was perfect. I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I've never seen her so scary. I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing a star skiff. But my mom was angry about more than that. She was angry because I viewed her as a role model. Because I had the same talent as her. I don't understand it.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madam Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already touched the sky. It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia? Let's go with you and have a look.
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
Indeed.
You're two kind benefactors. I'll treat you to something better than mung bean soda next time.
So we go down here, across that, down that, done. Take the middle one out.
It's time.
That'll take more than medicine.
Turn it up!
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Keep up!
Who's next? I'll end your misery.
I'm on guard.
Don't mess with me.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
The fight with the abominations was pretty chaotic. I think Mom's trinket would have dropped around here.
Do you know what it looks like, Miss Qingni?
Let me think. It should be a little square thing. She's usually got something like that on her.
This is your area of expertise. Well, isn't finding a needle in a haystack a type of puzzle solving? Your powers of perception are impressive. No matter how well a treasure chest is hidden, you're always able to spot it. I think you're the right person for the job.
Can't stop the rock!
Lance! Forward!
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
How to basically defeat the entire load of enemies in one go.
Keep up!
Your first question, can you give me the name of the standard unit of electrical power?
Nap time.
Turn it up! That's it!
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
You can fight it, or rock with it!
Hit!
Let's rock!
Lance! Forward!
The best is yet to come.
Birdcage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known in the sky live in a cage? Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase, though. What an intricate pattern. Isn't that the Divine Beast fortune pattern?
You're so smart, Mr. Yang.
Well, I only recently found out about it. A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is only a replica. Probably some kind of film prop.
Well, this is too big for a trinket.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this the Hunt Crest? This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for good luck.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person. This is an opportunity for the two of you to talk.
Not yet. I want to go back later. There's something I hope you two can help me with first.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy to solve a family dispute as an outsider.
No, you misunderstand. I just want to know what she's thinking. What turned an ace pilot, someone who loved to fly, into someone like her? My mom clearly misses her flying days, otherwise she wouldn't keep this on her person. But she doesn't fly anymore and refuses to let me become a fighter pilot. Why?
Maybe we can ask some people who might know the truth. Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see him right away. Still, it's worth a try. He was the one who promoted Helmmaster Yukong. He probably knows more about her past than anyone.
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right. You're the General's guests. Even so, this is asking a lot of you.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helmmaster Yukong no longer flies, we might be able to find out why she doesn't want you to be a fighter pilot. We can't help you too directly, but an indirect conversation like this might give us a clue on how to convince your mother. Don't worry. General Jing Yuan is understanding. I'm sure a small visit won't trouble him, especially if it's about a young girl's future.
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back to Starskiff Haven. I'm not ready to return to the Skyfaring Commission yet.
Go from one place to another place to
Inspiration
another.
in every glance and every breeze.
I mean, like round like a headless horsefly, aren't I? Whee!
Would you like me to relay your message?
Nah, I'm good. I'm going to see him personally. Hey, buddy.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the seat of Divine Foresight this time?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to understand Helmmaster Yukong a little better.
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a starskiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. She was only saved thanks to a couple of travelers. On behalf of the Law Fu, you have my thanks once again. The seat of Divine Foresight heard that Yukong's seldom seen but often feared temper was on display. I believe the two of you were caught between mother and daughter.
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong was an outstanding pilot, but that she refuses to let her daughter embark on the same career.
Yukong herself is best placed to answer such questions. But naturally, You are here because you fear that Helmmaster Yukong would decline to answer. If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. What do you wish to know about Yukong the pilot? This is a divine object from the Rainbow Arbiter. Where did you find this?
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. Miss Qingni lent it to us. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too as the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fanghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Tai, perished on the battlefield.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly, nor do I want to open up old wounds. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Saeed trusted each other with their lives. The Helmmaster will have strong memories of that time. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past, as the past is starting to affect her future.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking up your time with such triviality.
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality? If you ask me, the mountains of documents and the seat of divine foresight are the only triviality around here.
We'll take our leave. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find Qingni.
never attended a memorial.
Oh, you're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. She went for a walk. Mm-hmm. Probably because of me.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. That way, we don't bump into each other. Really? I think it's silly. Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing Yuan?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my questions or pretended not to hear them. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that left a scar that never fully healed. I never asked her again.
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was never willing to fly again after the battle, and why she forbids you from flying.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same way?
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Qingni. You should talk with her yourself.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past that General Jing Yuan mentioned is probably archived in the Palace of Astrum. I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like a diary.
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Qingni?
Vaguely. But there are so many files stored in the Skyfaring Commission. Could I ask you benefactors to look for it with me?
A couple of Outworlders going through Skyfaring Commission files isn't a good look. I'm afraid we can only accompany you, Miss Qingni. You'll need to do the searching yourself.
Of course. You're right. Sorry.
It seems like this device is handling some important procedures. Let's leave it alone.
New job application forms? Check.
Can I help you? I know what it looks like, but I'm using Celestial Jade to improve the algorithm. I'm working, I swear.
Sorry.
We can use this one. Okay. Let me see. Helmmaster's personal archive. Oh, I got it. Let's go take a look. It should be here. Let's see. Yes! This is Mom's diary!
Miss Qingni, I don't think the two of us should be reading your mother's diary.
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with Miss Qingni. I'll be waiting over there.
Fine. Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot. Come on, please look at it with me. I need someone to give me some advice. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary holds the key to all of this.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Master's daughter bringing Outworlders in to sneak around? What do you have in your hands? Let me see. Madame Yukong's diary? How dare you read Madame Yukong's personal diary? And with her daughter, too. By the Arbiter, you two are in for a...
Mr. Yangmin, please, calm down. Let us explain.
I see. Qingni, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you to accept, but she has her own concerns.
I understand, Mr. Yangmin. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I'm more interested in knowing what my mom went through. I want to know what happened, how she went from ace pilot to Helm Master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingni. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. Don't go rummaging around. That's a bad habit. Miss Tsai, I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people wanted to be her flight partner. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned the same skiff and were the envy of many. But when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guang Yuan couldn't match their numbers. After he passed away in battle, Tsai rarely teamed up with anyone except your mother. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. That's the life of a pilot. No one knows which flight will be their last. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. After the battle, she refused to turn in Tsai's possessions as per regulations. She kept them locked away, occasionally taking them out to admire. As her subordinate, surely I should be concerned with her mental well-being. If Madame Yukong is unhappy, how can I be happy? I mean to say, how can I be happy in my duties to her?
I'm getting a drink. Back in a minute. That's better.
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr. Yangming.
You're welcome. I know this is important to you. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong's office desk next. I can understand your position, Qingli. I'll take my leave and pretend I didn't see anything. After all, it's an unwritten rule that subordinates should be absent when their superior's privacy is exposed. Please don't tell your mother that you saw me today.
Got it.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. Let's have a
How?
look. That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. Lots of office staff use this desk. There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first? A paper kite, personal letters, and a copy of Otherworldly Delights? So Mom likes these kinds of novels? Huh, I thought she'd prefer more heroic stuff. But what we're looking for isn't here. There are hidden compartments on the left, right, and under the desktop. Which one should we check first? There's some exhibition material, not sure if it's relevant. This is the Fallen Heroes archive. Mom stored them right next to her. Every time our pilots returned from the battlefield, my mother would tell me never to forget the taste of victory. But what we're looking for isn't here. There are hidden compartments. Got it. This looks similar to mine. But it looks like it belonged to Miss Tsai.
Blah 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 blah.
So, I was adopted? And this Miss Tsai was my real mother? I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. I feel like I'm dreaming. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. Not only am I her daughter, I'm also her final promise to Tsai. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. I understand her a lot more now. Can you come with me one more time? I want to have a proper chat with Mom. It's fine. I don't need you to do anything. I just want you and Mr. Yang to stand nearby. I'll feel more confident that way.
You're all done? Did it go smoothly? I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but he and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your mother.
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next to me is already a great help, benefactors. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. She should still be there. Let's go find her.
Well, here's the thing. Look how they run. I was just not watching this, so he runs like that. Right? She runs pretty much similar. But she shakes her ass when she runs, look. Her ass shakes. Or is that the dress? But she runs a bit similar to it. She like lifts her feet up higher. It's like interesting to notice these little, just tiny little things. But they do.
Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here too?
They?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She mentioned she was trying to mend things between you, but was feeling shy about it. We volunteered to come with her.
Thank you. I must apologize for the trouble my daughter has brought you.
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk once we're home.
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times. No means no.
But...
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant. Try giving her a little push.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
Is that Sai's diary? How did you... I understand now. I'm sorry, Qingni. I cannot support your dream because I made a promise to someone else. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness. I just hope you can understand my reason.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason. I'll listen to anything you have to say.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels like to fly through infinite space, to be surrounded by the vast expanse of nothingness, unimaginable splendors looming in the distance, to float like a single leaf in the fathomless stellar sea. Some called it loneliness, but we called it freedom. Sai was like that too. We were friends since childhood. We flew starskiffs everywhere, causing trouble until the knights caught us and dragged us before General Jingyuan. We soon became the most elite fighter pilots of the Skyfaring Commission. It wasn't an easy life. You could even say it was a cruel one. never knew if the friend next to you would make it back alive. Of course, the same could be said of yourself. But those are my best memories. You would strike out into the sky, repelling demons and upholding justice. The blood we shed bore witness to it all. The life of a Foxian is short and fleeting. Surely we should dedicate ourselves to such glorious aims.
Oh, system space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Wafu a few times a year. But given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mind is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. But I still remember us shooting the breeze that day. It's crystal clear.
It was the last time I spoke to Sai.
Sai? Hold on, Sai. Sai, open your eyes. Sai?
Thank you, Nico. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Jinmi walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
Sai, she's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She can't afford to lose you too. Wake up! Sai! Sai!
Out of the burning carcass of the star skiff, I looked up into a clear sky, pure and seemingly unadorned by the atmosphere that arced far above us. It was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. But all I could feel was unbearable pain. I sunk to the ground and gazed up helplessly. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one. I know that now. But I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens of the Xianzhou, then I'm ready for it.
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I turned. I've known for a long time you were ready. but I was not. No, the cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Sai, your father Guangyan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Sai and the lives of hundreds of thousands of fighters.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke. We are nothing. We mean nothing.
Mom.
A cog in
I
a
never should
system.
have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. Even if that person is my daughter, I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry. That is my failure as a mother.
Mom, you don't need to apologize. Really, you don't need to.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did. I believe that one day, you'll make an outstanding fighter pilot.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. I'm more afraid of you taking after Tsai. If this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you. Even if you live to regret it.
Mom, I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you at least once.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Hmm. Interesting mission that were. And I got a message.
So they also hold funerals.
Hmm.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
That's the one I want, not that one.
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Everything okay? Huh? Why is D-Ting talking to you? I've always been nice to cute little animals. Of course I understand. All cute things in the world share a special connection after all. The first time we met D-Ting was during the Kafka hunt. I could tell there was a mysterious connection between us. Whenever he barked, I understood what he wanted to say. For example, woof woof, woof 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 woof. Meaning, hello dear, I found a strange thing at the port of Cloudford. You may want to come and have a look for yourself. D-Ting can convey a lot of information with only a few sounds. So what did D-Ting find at the port? Come on, let's go check it out.
Another collection. Okay. Ay, 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 ay. What did he find?
Little D-Ting says he's been dutifully searching for clues all over the Xianzhou. He notified us as soon as he found something strange. So what does he want us to take a look at?
Retainer to General Jing Yuan. I'm in active pursuit of a fugitive. The situation is unpredictable and developing rapidly, so I planted this jade tracer to record my whereabouts in case I lose contact. If anyone finds this tracer, please take it to the seat of divine foresight, so the Cloud Knights have the necessary intel to act swiftly.
Ah, so it's a recording device. D-Ting must have heard its signal and called us over here to investigate. He looks about 8 or 9 years old, and he's already the General's retainer? The Xianzhou really does have some child prodigies, huh? Given everything that's been happening on the Xianzhou recently, I reckon the only fugitive worthy of a retainer's attention would be a Stellaron hunter. I wonder how he's getting along.
So, ice and wind, fire, ice, quantum, and that one. So, if we go with fire ice, wind, and normal. So he's ice. There's my fire. There's my normal. And here's my wind.
Blade tracking entry. Traces run cold at Starskiff Haven. I'll have to ask the Cloud Knights in the area if they saw anything. Captain, could you spare a moment?
Yanqing? Why are you all the way out here on the front lines? Shouldn't you be back at the seat of divine foresight?
The General already has a lot on his plate. As his retainer, it's my duty to share the burden. Nothing new to report, I assume?
Correct. After this Blade escaped from the shackling prison, he disappeared into thin air. I wonder if he's even still on the ship.
Or perhaps he had no intention of escaping in the first place.
What foul demons found their way across the stars to wreak havoc on the lawful?
That's why I'm here, to help the General eliminate those demons.
Is that so? I didn't receive any orders from the General.
This is a covert operation.
Then shall we dispatch a few knights for this operation of yours?
I appreciate the gesture, but the fewer people who know about a covert operation, the better. Making a big show of it will only scare the snake deeper into the grass. A good hunter must operate alone. Dispatch a few knights. How incapable does he think I am? I might be young now, but just you wait. Bad writing, terrible pacing. No, wait, what was I supposed to be doing again? Focus, Yanqing. You can't let novels distract from your duty to the General. Especially not ones as crummy as this. The Skyfaring Commission really made a mess of this. Who knows if we'll ever find all these missing ships. The Master Diviner is always boasting about her foresight. Didn't manage to foresee this disaster, did she? The perimeter is well guarded, but there are no traces of the fugitive passing through. It seems he has no intention of leaving the Luofu for the time being. If the side crane hadn't been damaged, we could have extracted some footage. That's no longer an option. Starskips are blocked from entering or exiting. There's no way the fugitive got through. But if he fled toward the interior of the ship, it'll be hard to track him down over such a vast area. A fugitive would still have to rely on starskiffs to travel between different delves. If we start by investigating the starskip he stole, maybe we can get a lead. Guess it's back to the docks again. Looks like the influence of the Stellaron spirits is growing. Bladed flight!
Get!
The sanctuary is but a vision!
Nap time.
Strike with heart! Playing dead? What a childish trick. Bladed flight!
Lance! Forward!
It is a childish trick playing dead. Honestly, admit. But I win. Okay.
What's this? This kind of wound is not the work of a Cloud Knight. The best prey is one that leaves traces. Here, Ting, let's follow the scent. Civilians are still getting attacked? Where are the Cloud Knights? Hey, don't panic! I'll get you out of there!
Swords descend!
Cool.
Bladed flight!
Hit!
Nap time.
Strike with heart!
Lance! Forward!
The sanctuary is but a vision!
Huh? They were on their feet a second ago.
Thank you for your assistance, young man.
Just doing my job. The port has been sealed off. Why are you here alone?
I came with a merchant ship. The shadows of old friends have returned to my thoughts of late. I came to reunite with them and relive old times. Who would have imagined the Luofu could become such a dangerous place?
You chose a bad time to visit, I'm afraid. There's been an incident. It won't take long for the General to fix it, though. This place isn't safe. We should head to the nearest Cloud Knight garrison. By the way, did you see a man with long hair and black clothes around here? You can't see? Apologies. I thought... My name is Yun Qing. I'm registered with the Cloud Knights. And your name is?
Jing Liu.
Nice to meet you. Miss Jing Liu? Allow me to lead the way. We might have to take a bit of a detour, but I promise to get you to the Cloud Knight safely.
Where exactly are we headed, young man?
To the docks. Don't worry, you'll be safe. So, are you from one of the other Xianzhou ships? The Yaoqiang? The Fanghu?
I'm from the Xiangcheng.
The Songcheng? There's a ship called the Songcheng? Why haven't I heard of it? Miss Jing Liu, how long has it been since you last set foot on the Luofu?
Are you always this talkative?
Sounds it.
Just making conversation. I wanted you to know I was still here. Let's get going, miss. Careful. Take your time. Shh, quiet. We've got trouble to deal with first. Wait here a moment, miss. I'll be right back.
What was that?
Shit, the back!
Shit, can't change? Damn it.
You've come at the perfect time, little one. You could use your guidance to irrigate the celestial traces.
Little one! This little one is about to teach you a big lesson. Where did these guys come from? Huh, the General was right. There's a threat lurking on the Xianzhou itself.
You are quite the sword master, young man.
You saw that?
I heard it. A sword whistles through the air and rings out upon contacting the enemy. Whilst invisible to the eye, such signals reveal the quality of one's swordplay. As a musician listens to the notes of a song, so a poet listens to its rhyme. And in the flow of combat, a skilled swordmaster delivers both with their blade. I'll wager the Cloud Knights capable of wielding 6 flying swords at a time. Number few, indeed.
Thanks, miss.
However, your zealousness inhibits your ability to hide your line of attack.
Huh?
Which causes your sword's song to become somewhat mumbled at the end.
I guess the connection between music and swordplay is real after all. The General told me something similar. He said my swordplay was too proud and angular. He said it lacked the maturity required to win the title of Sword Champion.
Sword Champion? If I recall correctly, that title is bestowed on one who reaches the pinnacle of swordsmanship in the Cloud Knights. But that was a long time ago.
Right! Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the title of Sword Champion has gone unclaimed. But once everything settles down and a combat art ceremony returns, It's a title I'm determined to win.
The Cloud Knights have many martial arts traditions. Who was it that instructed you in swordplay, young man?
I see you're no stranger to the art. I won't keep you in suspense. My master is none other than General Jing Yuan of the Luofu.
General.
I know you haven't visited for a long time, but surely you've heard of General Jing Yuan. He says he has no affinity with the sword, that his skills are getting rusty. Well, if that's true, I never noticed from his training. All right, the coast is clear. The Starskip voyage log can be accessed through the dock navigator array.
Boink, boink, boink.
Active Starskiff, active Starskiff, there! This one goes past the Divination Commission and the Artisanship Commission. Well, my work here is finished. Now to make sure you get to a safe destination.
Given the present circumstances, Cloud Knight Garrison probably isn't a safe destination. Wouldn't you say?
Correct. So we're not going there. I'm taking you to the Shackling prison. Safe, well-guarded, plenty of food, and a place to sleep.
Young man, if you wish to apprehend someone, shouldn't you have a reason?
Suspicious behavior and half-truths. Those alone are reason enough. You think you can fool me just because I'm a child? A sealed-off port with a stranded passenger? Unlikely. Not to mention you walking the whole way here without so much as a stumble. You can see as well as I can. The biggest giveaway was your comment about my swordplay. Correctly guessing the number of swords from the sound alone? You'd have to be more than human. You're not blind at all, are you?
I never claimed to be. You came up with that yourself. Fear not, young man. I hold no grievance against you, and have never held ill intent towards the Xianzhou. The black veil covering my eyes is merely proof of my resolve to never look back. To never fall again into Mara and destruction. I came here to catch one person. It's quite fortunate that our paths have crossed.
The one you're looking for. Is it Blade?
He goes by Blade nowadays. A fitting name for someone who dedicated his mind and body to the ways of the sword. Take me to him, young man. You are no match for me, and therefore, no match for Blade either. Let me accompany you. There is no need to throw your life away.
We've not even drawn swords yet, and you declare yourself the winner? Let me offer you a word of advice. Don't underestimate me.
I was hoping to avoid a conflict with the Cloud Knights. How about this? Let's have ourselves a little contest. We can use the abominations that have infested the Lawfu as target practice, and see whose sword can slay more and slay faster.
And if I win?
Then I will obediently follow you to the Shackling prison and receive whatever judgment awaits me there. Don't worry, I'll keep my end of the bargain. But if I win, you have to share Blade's whereabouts with me. Fair enough?
A Cloud Knight never gambles with official business. But in any case, you won't beat me.
I admire your confidence. But what was it you said earlier about declaring a winner before swords were drawn? It would seem we've cleared every abomination from the area. Let's find another location and continue our contest. May the best swordmaster win. This place is brimming with Mara, the perfect environment for honing one's skills. Surely slaying abominations doesn't count as gambling with official business?
How do we tell who's won?
We go from here to the end of the path without leaving a speck of abomination behind us. The first one to the end wins.
Deal.
Lead the way.
What if you're just using this as a chance to escape?
Jing Yuan trained you all right.
Shit the bat! Show me what you got! Strike with heart!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Blade and flash!
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Nap time.
Strike with heart!
Hit! Land! Forward!
Blade and flash! Where did she go? I didn't even see you overtake me.
Too slow, young man.
But how is that possible?
What kept you this time? You'll need to work harder. Otherwise, you won't even catch me in a star skiff. I haven't had this much fun in a long time. A long time has passed since I wielded this sword. The heat of combat nearly cast me into the darkness. Come, young man. I'll let you finish up. I'll let you make 3 moves. Draw your sword. Don't you know it's rude to keep an elder waiting? Blade in flight! Hesitant. Weak. What happened to that confidence of yours? My turn. Once you draw your sword, you must strike down your adversary in one blow without turning.
Enough!
Sword war! Try harder.
Swords descend!
Your final move was the only one that didn't disappoint.
I lost?
Our contest has not yet come to a conclusion. For I have yet to make my final move. And the field has no opponent. Unsheathing this sword without merit is to blaspheme the divine will of the Rainbow Arbiter. And invite calamity.
You...
Even with your strength, if you were to cross paths with Blade, it would mean death for you. I can give you a more dignified end than dying at his hands. To die as a swordmaster, having witnessed the perfection of my technique, refined 1,000 times over. What say you to that, young man? You have courage. I'll take that move was a token of my appreciation. We were fated to meet this day, and in days to come.
This mysterious woman also wants to find the whereabouts of Blade. No matter what she wants to do with the fugitive, she must not be allowed to get to him first. I have to pick up the pace. No matter what she wants to do with the fugitive, she must not be allowed to get to him first. I have to pick up the pace.
And that's the end? There's nothing else in the operations log? That Jing Liu seems pretty dangerous. The Stellaron crisis sure has attracted a lot of strange people to the Luofu. Shouldn't we hand this over to Qing Yuan as soon as possible?
Let's take it in turns. You rest. I'll stand guard.
Hey, there's something I need to tell you.
Would you like me to relay your message?
No, I'm good. I'll go see him again. As always. Always going to see him. Wonder if I can get another thing off his... Nope, not yet. Okay.
Without a doubt. This Jade Tracer belongs to Yangqing. I can't thank you enough. You already accessed the recordings?
He accidentally pressed a button.
No harm done. She was my mentor and my superior when I was a member of the Cloud Knights. However, she left the Xianzhou a long time ago. If you see her, be sure to keep your distance and notify me immediately. He took on the charge of pursuing a major criminal. It is not my place to impede him for fear of his well-being. That is the nature of the Cloud Knights and their duty. I do have confidence in him, though. Forgive me, but I cannot disclose this information. Thank you again for your help, friends from the Express. The situation remains unpredictable, so take care. I hope to be able to drink and talk freely with you once again, when everything is settled.
Let's have a look, see. Not there. Not there.
Excuse me, what business would you like?
Ooh, excuse me. Do apologise.
Better than clocking off early. Yes,
You have extraordinary skills, and you earned her trust when you rescued her. You rescued her from the Marastruck. I'd say she's forever in your debt. If you go see her, I'm sure she won't run away. Here's the situation. Lady Bailu, the Vidyadhara Dragon Lady, has escaped from the Alchemy Commission again. I'd say again because the Realm Keeping Commission has seen more than a few of her bad-tempered escapes. This must be your first time on the Xianzhou. It's a long story. The Vidyadhara is one of the 3 races that established the Xianzhou Alliance. Their bloodline is different from us Xianzhou natives. The Vidyadhara are born with great vitality. A gift of the permanence, as they say. That's all you need to know. The rest is irrelevant to what's happening today. A Dragon Lady isn't an official position. People address her that way out of love. The Vidyadhara High Elder, on the other hand, is a position similar to a chief. It's been passed down from generation to generation. But only the Vidyadhara that possess draconic features and inherit the dragon heart can be successors. And Miss Bailu is the Vidyadhara's future High Elder on the Lawfu. The rumor has always been that she can heal the wounded merely by touching them and shedding tears. She also studied medicine in the Alchemy Commission. That's why her other title is Healer Lady. Not imprisoned, exactly. Vidyadhara customs are somewhat different from Xianzhou native customs. Miss Bailu has incredible talents, and is next in line to rule over the Vidyadhara. It's normal that her people would want to keep a close eye on her. However, she also has somewhat of a free spirit. She always manages to find a way to escape her residence. It used to be the duty of the Realm Keeping Commission to go after her and take her back to the Alchemy Commission. But this time is different. Because of the Stellaron crisis, we're constantly short of manpower. Besides, even if we catch the Dragon Lady, we can't take her back anytime soon. I don't know if you heard, someone locked down the delves connected to the Alchemy Commission. Now nobody can get in or out. It's completely cut off. Something very fishy is going on. That's what I want to know. I guess she sneaked out before the delves were locked down. She might even know what happened in the Alchemy Commission. And those doctors came from apothecaries and other delves. I've asked them, and they don't have the slightest clue what's going on. I'd like you to help with 2 things. First, find the Dragon Lady and take care of her until the Alchemy Commission delves are reopened. Don't lose sight of her. The second thing might be a bit hard to understand. I want you to stop her from treating the Marastruck. Like I said, we don't have enough people. The Dragon Lady is smart. If we try to keep her in the Realm Keeping Commission Chancery, she'll sneak out the first chance she gets. Trust me, it's happened before. Besides, it isn't a crime for her to run away from her residence. And even if it were, given her status, we couldn't exactly stick her in jail and throw away the key. You're the only person we can turn to. Being stricken with Mara isn't like catching a curable disease. All the Healer Lady can do is slow the process. Take you short life species as an example. Do you consider aging a disease? Aging can be slowed, but it's still unavoidable. Just like being stricken with Mara for the people of the Xianzhou. Unfortunately, becoming Mara-struck is more terrifying than death. It's an inevitable curse in the blood of Xianzhou natives. The Xianzhou has long had other methods. When Mara is about to strike, the Spiritfarers and judges of the Ten Lords Commission promptly take the afflicted away. It's not something the Alchemy Commission should be meddling in. Mara is scary, but it won't cause any harm if you have it under control. we have the Realm Keeping Commission and Cloud Knights here in Exalting Sanctum. More than enough to handle any eventuality. However, the Dragon Lady's Mara suppression could lead to Mara Struck falling under the Ten Lords Commission's radar. If we let her carry on, we'll have Mara Struck on every street corner. People will panic. Seeing as we're already dealing with one crisis, we need to be extra vigilant when dealing with the Mara Struck. This is not something that can be taken lightly. You're the distinguished guest of General Jing Yuan and Diviner Fu Shen. As such, you'll also have the full trust of the Realm Keeping Commission. Oh, one more thing. There's a lot of suspicion surrounding... Great.
Time for a break. Be back later.